Thank you. Thank you, Dia. So, what you see in front of you is the new avatar of Suncros. This is the new packaging. This is how consumers will see it. Abhay talked about the fact that while our doctors have been prescribing, we want the consumers who walk into the retail also to recall. And we believe with this new, very premium, very exciting looking packaging, which really highlights the core factors that our doctors also talk about, really on the packaging, this will really go a long way in appealing to the consumers and educating them also why they need to have a sunscreen. So that's just the packaging, and that's Dia, but we got to take it further in many new ways. And one of the first things we're going to do is we have an integrated campaign which is going to prominently feature the product, talk about its benefit, and with the help of Dia, who's obviously the face of the brand, to get further appeal to the consumers. And what you see in front of you on the slide is really what the look of this campaign will be. I'm going to show you now, and you are the first set of people to get a peek into this, as to what our communication is going to look like and how we are going to take this to the consumers. I hope the sound on the thing is okay. Yeah, here we go.
Which season it is necessary to use the cream? I mean, monsoon में या गर्मी में, ठंडी में, किस सीजन में ज़्यादा यूज़ करना चाहिए? Secondly, फीमेल के अलावा मेल्स के लिए कितना ज़रूरी है यूज़ करना ये?
A good question, I think.
And in office, when sun is not there, is it necessary to use?
I think the answer was given in the panel discussion
yes,
that we had, where it was very clearly mentioned that A, whether you work in the office or you travel in a car, even with tinted glasses, it's important to have a sunscreen as the first line of protection, not just on the face, but also on all uncovered parts of the body. Could be the neck, could be the wrists and the forearms and so on. And secondly, we're talking about skin care, so I think we cannot really differentiate between the use by a woman or a man. And I think it's important for both. So it's no longer a nice to have a makeup accessory. It's more to do with skin care that we are talking about, and that's common whether you are a man, a child, or a woman.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dee, what are your thoughts on this?
May I add to that, sir? I was nodding away. Good afternoon, friends. It's such a pleasure to see all of you here. It's a very, very important day in all of our lives. Suncros is a brand that has clearly been endorsed by dermatologists across the country. And it's just so wonderful that now it's going to be a part of the mainstream market and easily accessible to a larger consumer base. And I think what the panel discussion would highlight and reiterate is, in my case, a well-known fact, and hopefully in the case of many more people now shall become a well-known fact, that sun protection is the most vital things for skin and skin health. So my mother has been told over the years that even if she is at home and she's not stepping out, she should be wearing sun protection. And this is what she's always told me. So it's actually the A of skincare, the first and the most and the vital component of skincare and skin health. And for men and women. Men must look just as beautiful and must just be as healthy as women. And I'm sure eventually we will rope a man in as well to endorse this brand.
Dee, it was very interesting. You were standing backstage and you were talking about all these facts that you were reading up about skin, and skin is the largest organ in our body.
Yes.
So
Many
look-
of us don't know that skin is the largest organ in our body. It's also the primary indicator of health. You're anxious, you're stressed, you're worked up, it shows up on the skin first. And it's interesting how human beings tend to care so much about physical aspects of their body, but we miss out on some of the most fundamental, most crucial things, and it starts with sun protection.
Bravi. Any more questions?
There's a gentleman
Yes,
at the back
ma'am.
there.
We've got
Yes,
a
sir.
lady.
Hi, Diya.
Hi, I'm sorry, I can't see
There
you.
she is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi.
hi.
This is journalist
Good to
Pooja
see
here.
you,
I
ma'am.
would like to thank you. Same here.
Thank
I would
you.
like to know, can you share some memory where you have really affected due to sun working for a particular film because you guys keep and going on
We spend
quite
a lot
outdoor.
of time in the sun. In fact, I've just completed a very interesting journey from the source of the Ganga all the way to sea. And I was filming close to 17 hours in a day. And the day would start at the crack of dawn and sometimes end very late in the night. And harsh, brutal sun, even though we were filming in the winter months. So that's another answer to your question, sir, that irrespective of what time of year, it's important to have skin protected. And I really think that it was the sunscreen that helped me get through. Because what tends to happen with skin when it's exposed to harsh sunlight over a period of time is that it starts getting dull, it starts forming patchiness. Then you start seeing that even when you wear makeup, it doesn't sit evenly on the skin. You don't feel, the skin doesn't really shine, it's not healthy. So I was lucky that I was protected.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry,
we've-
there's a gentleman at the back. He's
Yes.
had his hand up for quite some time. So.
could we please have the mic passed on to the gentleman there?
Can somebody just take the mic to him, please?
Can
Sorry.
I go ahead with the question?
Can we go to the gentleman
Yeah,
there
he's-
first, please? Thank you.
Hand up.
We'll come back to you.
Quite some
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is a great audience. Thank you, everybody.
Hello.
I'm just
Hello.
happy men are asking questions.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Diya.
sir.
This
Thank
Raj,
you.
member of the press.
Thank
I'd like
you.
to know that how this Suncross is different from other sunscreen. And
Well, it's very clear. They've already announced it several times. But when you have the endorsement of the experts in the medical field who know skin health better than I guess you and I would, when you have their endorsement, then there's no room for doubt or debate or concern or worry. I was very clear. It's one, at 3 levels, it's just so wonderful to be able to work with a brand. One is that when a brand has great ethic, it really, really, just makes the association one that feels a matter of pride. And the other is that when they've been in the market for a while and they've earned the reputation they have for being the leading brand in sun protection, that adds to the pride of association. And third and most important for me at a personal level is the kind of people that I get to work with. It's been a phenomenal team working with each and every one of them. They're just so respectful, they're so considerate, and I think that personal respect and that personal consideration that a team has at a human level then starts reflecting in even the way the brand is perceived and the way the brand is carried forward. So it's easy to be an endorser, but it's wonderful to be an endorser for a brand that you truly believe in, that you truly care for, and one that basically augurs so much respect, inherently. It just happens naturally.
other question is that there's red circle in the square. What that indicates on this?
Yeah, on the packaging.
Yeah, on this.
This.
The upper one. Upper. Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
This is a green dot,
Green,
meaning
okay,
yeah,
so-
it's a vegetarian.
So what that indicates?
It indicates that in the making of this, all the ingredients in this there is nothing that comes from an animal source.
The other very important question that I always ask a brand before I associate with them is, do you animal test? And the answer was no. So that on my personal value and ethic list is a big check mark. And thank you, Suncros, for not animal testing.
Please,
I'm so proud of you.
Yes, thank you.
Hi,
Yes.
this is
जी. Sorry, ma'am, मैं आपकी आवाज़ नहीं सुन पा रही हूँ. आप तक
hi.
माइक पहुँचा दी जाएगी.
Hi, this is Priya from CNBC. Wanted to understand with regards to the derma portfolio, you're looking at expanding that. Rather, so what's in the pipeline, as well as how big this portfolio could be for Sun Pharma in India?
You want to go first?
I think we starting this as an experiment, but with a clear intent that there will be more such experiments as we go along. And skincare and dermatology would be a prime area of focus for us to carry on this philosophy of co-promotion between the prescription teams as well as the global consumer healthcare teams. There are many projects that we are working on. They haven't fructified as yet. And I think the success of this experiment is to a large extent going to decide what we are going to work on as we go ahead. But clearly, I think if I look at the pharmaceutical space, then dermatology, or more specifically cosmeceuticals or cosmetology as it's called, is going to be a prime area of focus for us.
Yep.
Subodh would like to add on to that?
No, thanks, Abhay. I think you've covered it mostly. I think just to add, I think you talked about the pharma. I think on the consumer side, you would be well aware, personal products are something that are really growing. It's one of the fastest growing market, and yet highly underpenetrated still. So I think, as Abhay said, this is just the beginning. Hopefully we'll have more. We are always constantly evaluating opportunities. As and when something is ready, we'll definitely come back and share.
Which other segments would you be looking at growing as well?
I think again, as we said, we are here to talk about the first one. Let's at least let us get off the blocks on that, and then we'll take it on.
May I add to her question?
Okay.
While the mic travels to ma'am
Okay.
here.
Yeah, this is only supposed to be audience asking.
Can I please ask you, because I always wanted to know,
Sure.
why this distinction between, so there are these mainstream companies that practice cosmetology and have these products that are available in the market that are perceived as mainstream.
Right.
And then, of course, when you go to the doctor gives you a brand name that you've never heard of, but now you will,
Yes.
thanks to Suncros. But why does that happen? Why that distinction? Why that differentiation? Because clearly what the doctor prescribes is more effective, more safe. So why does that distinction happen?
Okay, I'll give you one perspective, and I think Abhay can definitely add on to that. I think the one reason it's happened so far is essentially because of the kind of legacy that companies and products come from. So they've just come from different places, and that. I think when you need to go to the doctor, right, and the doctor is the leading opinion leader, the doctor is the leading person in the field, you need to have everything in your product that needs to convince the doctor that its efficacy will be there, right? When you're talking to a consumer, you need to still have the right product, but the consumer may not understand every technical detail. And hence, I think...
Or ask the questions that a doctor would ask.
Or ask the questions that the doctor will ask, which is why I think with Suncros, we're focusing so much on co-promotion, because we do want the consumers to go and ask the doctors the right set of questions. See, the challenge is today consumers not asking the right set of questions.
Subodh, I think you answered it perfectly, but I think it's more a question of, risk-benefit.
Yes.
I mean, consumers would look at everything as, do I get a benefit from a certain product? But the fact is, any pharmaceutical will also have some side effect,
Correct.
however minor or however little. And it's the doctor who is in the best position to, know about this, to understand this, and make the right choice for the patient. Sure. And then, of course, the patient is free to carry it on as long as he or she needs it.
Correct. Yes.
And well,
Hi,
we've got one
my
last
question.
question from the lady.
Yes. Who's been very patient.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
होम रेमेडीज जो आप पहले मतलब दादी नानी के नुस्खे बहुत ही अप्लाई किए जाते थे, तो आज आप उस पर कितना विश्वास करती हैं?
मैम,
जबकि इस
होम
तरीके के
रेमेडीज वैसे सन प्रोटेक्शन के लिए है नहीं. एक बार सन को एक्सपोज होने के बाद जब आप घर लौट के आते हैं, थोड़े से नुस्खे होते हैं जो हम अब आज तक फॉलो करते हैं, क्योंकि कभी कभार ऐसा होता है कि बहुत हार्श सनलाइट है, हमने सन प्रोटेक्शन यूज किया हुआ है, लेकिन फिर भी कभी कभी स्किन में इरिटेशन हो सकती है, डैमेज ना हो लेकिन इरिटेशन हो सकती है, उस केस में हम एलोवेरा यूज़ कर लेते हैं, फ्रेश बिल्कुल पेड़ से पत्ता तोड़ के उसको खोल के उसका जेल डायरेक्टली स्किन पे लगा लेते हैं, या दही लगा लेते हैं हल्की सी, तो उसमें थोड़ी ठंडक और राहत पहुंच जाती है. लेकिन रूल यही रहा है, क्योंकि मैंने कहा था कि मेरी माता जी को स्किन प्रॉब्लम्स थे, बहुत कम उम्र में उनके स्किन प्रॉब्लम शुरू हुए और उनको बहुत पहले ही पता चल गया था कि ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट इंग्रेडिएंट है स्किन हेल्थ के लिए. तो हम बचपन से ही लगाते आ रहे हैं, हमको पता है कि ये लगाना बहुत जरूरी है.
Right, and I guess we've got one last question.
Hi, the mic has finally come back.
Yes. You've also been very patient.
Thank you so much.
There's this gentleman who's like, hey, what about me?
Sure. So I wanted to know from you, how often do you reapply sunscreen? Because that is one of the things that most of the dermat
Well,
suggest.
I'll be honest with you. Once I apply it in the morning, that's really it. Unless I am again, filming in harsh sunlight, or I'm trekking, or I'm traveling in a part of the world or the country where the sun is really harsh, and I have the opportunity to reapply, especially if I'm on the beach, or I'm in just direct exposed sunlight, then I kind of reapply on all exposed areas. But we are girls, we wear makeup, and our job, has us in makeup most of the time. So it's unlikely that I would kind of reapply sun protection on my face through the course of the day unless I'm not wearing any makeup.
Sorry,
I'm being honest.
Can I just add to that?
Yes.
I think Dr.
Yes.
Malvika talked about that.
Yes, she
spoke
which
about
was, you should apply it if you're outside in the sun every 3 hours, doctor.
I know
Regard-
better now,
remember,
Dr. Malvika.
correct?
Thank you.
And
What
even
is
if you're
makeup?
inside, at least twice a day,
Yeah.
what I remember is what she said.
Yes,
Correct?
that is something that, again, the
But
mother
with
has.
makeup on is what the challenge is. Like she was also mentioning.
Sorry?
Could you be a little louder?
Having makeup on is the challenge. Then to
Yes, which is what
reapply
I'm
sunscreen.
saying. If
But she
I'm
told
on a
you how to do it,
non-working
yeah.
day, yes, but then you have to take it off and redo
She
it and.
actually, sorry, she actually talked about all of that.
Yeah,
Even if
she
you've
did.
got makeup on, how do you do it and all of that.
Yeah,
So that was a very
if I
nice.
could just repeat what she said,
Yeah.
try to use wet moisturizing tissues, just dampen your face, use half of your finger, just that much, all right? And do not rub it against your face, but just blotch it against your face, and it's going to be as good as new. So
I have
try
to-
doing that over your makeup.
I believe that this can work because I've been using Suncross, and the texture of the cream is so beautiful that I'm convinced that I'll be, for the first time, be able to even use it over my
Over
makeup.
the makeup. And then you just have
And
to
not
touch up
a
makeup like you would anyways. I mean, even if you step out in the sun and you're sweating, you would reapply your makeup, retouch up your makeup. So it's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that brings us to our last question.
Yeah.
Truly the last question of today.
My question is to Mr. Gandhi. Sir, the name you have kept Suncross, okay, but this is a multi-time, we can use any time this cream, while cooking also, while watching movie, or why the name then you kept it Suncross?
That's a good question. I think what you need to understand is that Suncross is being co-promoted today, but it was launched 11 years ago. And maybe 11, 12 years ago, the sunscreen had an association only with sun. It's only in the last decade or so have we progressed as far as medical thinking is concerned as all day, all night, all weather kind of protection. So the name Suncross therefore stays, and the highest association anyway is with the sun and the sun rays. But it's more to do with the evolution of the science and the thinking behind it, whereas the product has actually been launched about a decade ago.
No, one more
But
question
I
is
would
that,
assume that because it's ultraviolet rays, whether you're out exposed in the sun or you're indoors, the rays are traveling. They will get to you, which is why Suncross.
Yeah, most of the other screen has this cream has that written that if you are not if you get itching and anything that you should stop. Is there anything mentioned in that in this cream that?
It's to do with any skin product that if you feel that itchiness or rash, which is very rare, which is what I mentioned is a side effect, but it's very, very rare, then yes, you need to stop application. Don't take a decision on your own. Go back to your dermatologist and ask what you can do about it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very, very much, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Ms. Dia, Mirza. I hope it's been a beautiful afternoon for you, well, it has been for me. All right, and with that, I think we're going to have just a few more pictures with Ms. Mirza, please. Thank you. I'll take that away from you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for asking all the right questions.
Come this side. Come inside. अच्छा ये lock क्या करना है? ठीक है? Thank you.
Okay, roll guys. क्या roll? Okay, जी सबसे पहले तो इस प्रोडक्ट के बारे में थोड़ा जानना चाहेंगे. You are brand ambassador of this event.
सनक्रॉस एक बहुत जाना माना प्रोडक्ट है डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट के तरफ से हाईएस्ट प्रिस्क्राइब्ड सन प्रोटेक्शन क्रीम है और हमारे देश में पिछले 11 साल से ये प्रोडक्ट डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट प्रिस्क्राइब करते आ रहे हैं बहुत ही नामचीन प्रोडक्ट है और फाइनली ये प्रोडक्ट को एक मेजर कंज्यूमर तक ले जाया जा रहा है इट्स बीइंग इंट्रोड्यूस्ड थ्रू एडवर्टाइजिंग थ्रू मार्केटिंग एंड प्रमोशंस मैं हमेशा ये सोचती थी कि ऐसे बहुत सारे स्किन हेल्थ या स्किन केयर के प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं जो हमको जिनकी जानकारी हमको हमेशा किसी डॉक्टर से ही मिलती है ये प्रोडक्ट्स हमको मेन स्ट्रीम में क्यों नहीं मिलते और फाइनली ये बदल रहा है और एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट के साथ एसोसिएट करने का मौका मिल रहा है जो ना सिर्फ जाना माना है डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट्स के सर्कल्स में और लेकिन एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट है जो सन प्रोटेक्शन के साथ साथ लोगों तक ये जानकारी अवेयरनेस भी ले जाता है कि स्किन हेल्थ का सबसे क्रूशल सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट सबसे रेलिवेंट केयर फर्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ केयर इज़ सन प्रोटेक्शन चाहे आप आदमी हो या औरत.
Ma'am, do you think can this product beat Ramdev Baba's sunscreen? Because nowadays Ayurvedic is a very famous product nowadays.
You know, the wonderful thing about being an open and free market is that everybody gets an opportunity to earn their respect and reputation. What I would definitely say is that Suncros is a brand and is a product that has earned respect after 11 years of being in the market. It is the highest recommended product by dermatologists in India and competition is always healthy. And we all define our choices through exposure. So it's good that there's competition, but I think it's awareness and respect and reputation that a product garners that makes more people attracted to it.
You are very beautiful. So आप summer में अपने skin care के लिए क्या tips देना चाहेंगे?
So सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट स्किन टिप ये है कि हम हमेशा सन प्रोटेक्शन को समर से ही एसोसिएट करते हैं बाकी साल में धूप गायब नहीं हो जाता अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज हमारी तरफ आना बंद नहीं हो जाते तो ये सबसे बड़ा मिसकंसेप्शन है जो हमें निकालना है अपने मन से कि सन प्रोटेक्शन सिर्फ गर्मियों के मौसम में ही होता है आप साल भर सन प्रोटेक्शन यूज़ करते हैं और मेरे लिए आई थिंक वन ऑफ द प्राइमरी स्किन केयर गिवर्स इज़ my sun protection cream, Suncros.
Also, ma'am, are you aware that the government had established a new law for the advertisement? If any celebrity or any person promoting or endorsing any brand, and if the brand doesn't work out, then celebrity have to bear the losses, and he or she will be punishable under a certain rules and regulations.
I think the responsibility starts with the government. If a product is allowed to be launched in the market, in the consumer market of our country, I would like to assume, as a citizen of my country, that the product has gone through the stringent rules and all the screenings that a product needs to go through to arrive in the market. And if it has not happened with a certain product, then the onus lies with the policy, the governments and the policy makers and the organizations of the associations who should be delivering this. Because as a consumer, forget the fact that I'm a celebrity or I'm endorsing a product, as a consumer, I would like to believe that whatever is available to me on a shelf in a store, whether it's in the grocery store or it's in the medical shop, it is something that has been tested and cleared by the government before reaching me. Right? I want to feel safe about what I'm buying. And if it has reached that shelf, then I would like to believe it's gone through the due process. Having said that, I think a lot of our choices as individuals are, some of us take those choices very personally. Like for me, there is a certain ethic that I always apply to my choices. I will never endorse an alcohol company. I ask every brand that I have associated with in the last 5 years at least whether they animal test or not. If the answer is no, then I associate myself. So these are small things, but they're very personal to me. I don't believe somebody should be telling me that I have to do this. I do it because it's my choice. And I think each of us should have that freedom.
Any plan? आपका beauty secret क्या है?
मेरा beauty secret, I think जो अंदरूनी खुशी होती है और जो अंदरूनी स्थिरता होती है वो हमेशा चेहरे पे चमकती है. I think a very big contributor is happy thoughts.
Okay, my last question. Recently, upcoming film Udta Punjab, which is Shahid Kapoor and Alia Bhatt. Many celebrity and actor has come up with their views regarding.
So have I.
Yeah,
I've
the
posted
censor
a
board
tweet.
has demanded a 40 cuts in a film. So what's your opinion?
89 actually. See, I think what we tend to forget sometimes is that films that are socially relevant, or films that are reflective of realities, or films that lead to debate, discourse, sometimes magnify problems, cannot be ignored, and they should not be hidden. We as a society, films can play the role of empowering us, for helping us becoming better aware, for educating us. There are many roles that a film can play. Films are not just meant to purely entertain. They form a much larger role, play a much larger role. So I think it's very unfortunate that there have been not just Udta Punjab, there have been quite a few films that have been enforced with a censorship that is highly debatable.
Okay, any plan to make a second part of Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein?
Everybody keeps asking us this question. I have no idea, but I think Madhavan and I are just so grateful for the kind of love Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein has generated over the years, and it's just so wonderful to receive messages from so many people from across India and the world.
Upcoming budget के बारे में बताना चाहेंगे?
आज तो सिर्फ सनक्रॉस की बात होनी चाहिए, लेकिन बहुत अच्छी चीज़ें हो रही हैं. मैं अपने आप को एक ऐसे मुकाम पे पाती हूँ जहाँ पे मैं सिर्फ वही करती हूँ जो मेरे मन को भाता है. I love what I do and I do what I love, and I'm so grateful, क्योंकि मैं जानती हूँ कि हम में से ऐसे बहुत लोग हैं जो मजबूरन सुबह उठ के काम पे जाते हैं, और हम इतने लकी हैं कि हम वो काम कर पाते हैं जो हम चूज़ करते हैं. ये बहुत बड़ी तकदीर और खुशनसीबी वाली बात है, and I'm celebrating that fully. I'm doing lots of wonderful things with my life, and they're all things that I truly love.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.